and strong as well.
For number 3, which unfortunately has made money. It's bad enough that it's in the top 10. It is at number 3, and this is Hitman, Agent 47.
Yeah, so I will preface this by saying I like the games when I was younger.
I like the games.
Yeah, I mean, Blood Money is probably one of my favourite PS2 games that was around. It was a really good game, but if you don't know what they are, the Hitman games are based around stealth and the fact that you are playing this bald-headed hero, anti-hero, who his job is to, he's a hitman, and he goes around sort of killing these people, but you have to do it in a way that is completely inconspicuous, but you can go loud, but it's encouraged to go inconspicuous and to take out people using methods of stealth and don't be spotted and sort of blame it on other people, so you don't know what's going on. However, the first film with Timothy Olyphant that they tried to make a few years ago, that was awful. He was quite a good Agent 47, but the whole film was horrendous, and obviously that bit where they show them playing Hitman on the screen is, makes me recoil. They don't have one in this one, but it doesn't matter because this is even worse than the Timothy Olyphant one, because it's just, it is literally just, it's so bad.
Interestingly, though, they got the same writer who made the first one to come back and write this one.
That makes absolutely no sense.
But is he the only person willing to do it?
He must
did they choose him because he knew Hitman?
Yeah, I mean, Hitman flopped. First one flopped. Let's get the new one on board. I'm sure he'll have more ideas. You know,
well, I can't see this as flopped. It is number 3 in the UK box office, but critically, it's if you actually watch the film, you'll oh god.
But so it's just really bad. Obviously, we've got Rupert Friend in this time as the new Agent 47. The agents are these sort of assassins that have been perfectly engineered to be the ultimate killing machine. You know, they can do much better strength. They've got much better endurance. They are basically
essentially robots.
The perfect assassin. Yeah. Various things happen, and he's been tasked with going after an agent called Kate Katia, who doesn't know she's an agent, played by Hannah Ware, who also is the same. She was in the same program. They're basically brother and sister. They have the same DNA, but she's Agent 90, but she doesn't know that, and they have to end up going on the run from Zachary Quinto's character, who is he's got bulletproof skin, which is it's a man called he
like titanium infused with his blood or something.
He works for the Syndicate because they couldn't come up with a more a less generic name for their villainous organisation, who are after the agent DNA and want to make their own program and resurrect it because it's a long dead program. But there's nothing in this film that's good. There's maybe one thing I enjoyed.
Exactly, you said there was.
I did enjoy just how
you were really annoying me on Friday.
Absolutely terrible it was at points, just because it was just so I know a lot of critics have said it's awful just the visual style that it had, but because it literally is just like a video game, but at 1 or 2 points I was sort of liking it, some of the shots near the end I liked some of them, but everything else is just really, really bad. It is like Joe was saying, it's a video game. The CGI is horrendous. They've got the Wilhelm scream in there. It's the acting is atrocious. I mean, Rupert Friend does okay job as the stoic killer, but they bring the script asks for him to have proper emotions, that they make him try and emotional and give him rationalization of things he's doing. He's meant to be a stone cold killer. He's not meant to smile or have feelings or have emotions in that. He just doesn't bring any of that. They have no chemistry between them. Zachary Quinto is not having. He's not bringing anything to it. Not the organisation. There's no threat in there. The script is pointless and it goes off on many tangents. It's not original at all. It's just the action's just stale and just CGI crap. Pretty much. It's just really, really bad. I cannot avoid it as much.
Joe. How much of the film did you actually see?
Well, the last 20 to 30 minutes I fell asleep because I was just really bored.
I envy you.
It's been a long time since I've seen that bland of action scenes. How many car chases were there, and how many shootouts? And
how many Honda car chases?
Honda car chases, of course.
It should be. I mean, other cars are available, but for the purposes of this review, how many Honda car?
God knows. Oh, man. I mean, I can't really think of anything that's positive, to be honest. I mean, just nothing's interesting. I can only think of things that really just kind of annoyed me. There was the stuff with the new Katia, who doesn't know she's an agent, and when she's discovering she's an agent, she stops taking these pills, and obviously she gets all the agent-y special superpowers which aren't even in the game. I don't know, but I just didn't enjoy it at all. Found it really boring.
It's just an awful bland CGI mess. I mean, there's that one scene where they actually try to be stealthy, and that was quite good, but it lasts a minute, and then they're straight back to time to get the guns out again and go proper action. There's no subtlety about it at all. It's just, if you're going to stand out, you've got to be different, and this doesn't stand out from the many, even straight to DVD action films. It's just it's one of them. It's really, really bad.
And even like the intro, like it kind of Hitman turns up and it's like, boom, Hitman. It's like you don't feel that excitement. It's just like
he tries to recreate the game cover by walking into the shadows, you know, and it's like I knew it was going to be bad.
I mean, obviously there's the stealth aspect and everything. Okay, I guess you can change that if you want to, but if you're gonna do it, make it good at least.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just there's nothing going for it. Like I struggle to think of how you can bundle something like this twice. Like I mean, surely it can't be that hard to make something stealthy like this. Mission Impossible has done it before. Like just go for that. Like
the endings were pretty bad as well.
Or just do like a True Detective like relationship where you've got someone who's calling him out and how like unemotional he is and saying how like. Just have something like that. Just have compelling characters. Even if he ever writes again, the screenwriter, like
Skip Woods,
I can imagine like in 5 years he might even like.
He has been tasked with such greats as Die Hard 5,
yeah,
and something else that I can't remember. But I mean, 2 Hitman films,
Hitman 3 and
Hitmen with a 3.
Hitmen, yeah.
I mean, that could happen.
Hitwoman.
Halle Berry is
can't actually have
Hitwoman.
that as a title.
No.
Hitwoman. I mean, Hitman. Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that yet. Yeah.
He would get stopped from screenwriting if he did that.
Actually, that reminds me, like there was that like awful film with Angela Jolie's Salt.
Yeah,
I remember when I heard about that at first. I was like, pretty exciting, for female like spy like led films. It was terrible, but like.
Is the problem that it's based on a video game?
Yes, because video game films have an awful track record.
But is the problem because is it because it's not faithful, or because I think it's just because it's a bad film?
It's just because you have like
bad film.
I don't think it is impossible to make a video. I mean, as of so far, there hasn't been a good video game film. It doesn't mean there won't be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
When there's Assassin's Creed and Warcraft next year, and then
Michael Fassbender's in Assassin's Creed. If that's bad. Then I don't know. Then it probably is.
That's what they said about Prince of Persia with Jake
Gyllenhaal. I suppose. Yeah, you've made a point.
Yeah. Just bland, awful, hackneyed, just terrible.
If you're gonna do it again, for whatever reason, please just try stealth. Try stealth.
Just the CGI got on my nerves. Just how bad it was.
Yeah,
points, like
just everything.
There was a thing I saw on Twitter saying stay till the end for some kind of character reveal.
Yeah, it was.
The film's so bad you really won't want to stay in your seat. It's the same as Fantastic Four. You'd want to be out of there straight away.
Nothing compelling at all. It's
nothing compelling.
Like, nothing.
It's probably my worst of the year.
When you've got this much noise and explosions, like how do you bundle it? Like,
it's just really boring.
Really boring.
How do you make him fall asleep? Like
I fell literally the last
I tried to fall asleep and I couldn't.
Like what I can't recall what happened. Obviously, he goes into the building and then there's the big shootouts and the fight scenes and everything. And
the ending's exactly as you expect. It's like the most bland.
Does he fight Zachary Quinto?
Yeah, he does.
I can't get over how bad Zachary Quinto was. We can't talk about it much longer, but just don't see it. Don't see it.
Don't recommend it.
I really hope it's not in the top 10 next week.
I mean, if you want to see how not to make a film, I've said that a few times this summer, but this time,
if you want to learn a lesson on how not to do action, watch Hitman 47.
That's the only reason.